On February 8, 2024, KMG announced their newest thrill ride innovation, the Lunarix. The ride would be a double-sided pendulum ride with 16 total seats, 8 seats for each side of the pendulum. The ride would stand at 24 meters or about 78 feet tall, and impressively would be able to be transported on just one trailer and set up without the use of a crane. The ride would be adorned in an impressive LED light package as well. The ride would be teased to be debuting sometime in 2025, with more details to be revealed later. The ride experience on the Lunarix would be further enhanced by the positioning of rider seats. Each sweep arm attached to each end of the pendulum would support only one individual seat that could rotate on its own axis, making for thrilling movements that are experienced completely alone. A typical ride experience would see riders being loaded on one end of the pendulum at a time. Each seat features hydraulic over-the-shoulder restraints that are then secured by the riders. Once the ride is ready to start, the floor is lowered and the main pendulum begins to swing. It will then rotate around to load the other side of the pendulum. After this is completed, the ride will begin its main ride cycle. This consists of the main pendulum rotating around at a very high rate of speed, causing riders to flip and spin as the arm they're attached to inverts. In this way, the ride combines some of the movements found on the Evolution rides of old with the more modern booster, but with an increased capacity and with easy portability. Adding to the portability, the ride can even be transported on one trailer inside the US, where regulations on these things are stricter. Additionally, it does not require a water ballast like some other large rides, and it can supposedly be set up in just 4 hours. It's for all of these reasons that the ride has had a rather successful first year. In March of 2024, KMG revealed that the first Lunarix had been sold to Australian showman Golden Way Amusements. On June 13, 2025, KMG announced that the first ever Lunarix had exited the factory floor and was being set up and tested for the first time. The ride would shortly after be shipped to Australia. The ride would be called Lunarix and would feature a steampunk theme. The ride has been a hit for the showman and can be found traveling around Australia. Only a few days after the first Lunarix exited the KMG factory, a second, intended for Dutch showman Otten, was also set up outside. On June 17, 2025, the second ride, named Maximum, went through its first tests. This ride then opened to the public on July 4, 2025, becoming the first Lunarix to open in Europe. Debuting at the Tilburg Fair, the ride was an instant hit and has remained very popular over the last year, traveling all over Europe and being a huge hit for all of those locations. Moving back in time, KMG would market the ride at the 2024 IAAPA Expo in Orlando. This event generated many sales for them of multiple ride models, but orders for the Lunarix especially reportedly backed up to 2029 by the end of the event. At the end of the event, they announced that they had sold a Lunarix to renowned US showman Kissel Entertainment, as well as to other US showmen such as Peachtree Rides and Sean Butler, with these rides scheduled for delivery between 2025 and 2029, with Kissel reportedly getting ride number 5. It's not clear if these other showmen are getting rides 3 and 4, or if there were other sales that have not been publicly announced as of this video's creation. This video was made in April of 2026, so it is possible that other rides are now known by the time you're watching this, so if they are, be sure to leave a comment. The Lunarix has enjoyed one of the best launches of a new thrill ride in the post-COVID era. The ride's thrill combined with its simple portability have made it a popular option for many different showmen all over the world. Accordingly, the ride is posed to enjoy many more years of success. Have you had the chance to ride one yet? If so, what did you think? As always, feel free to leave anything I missed or any updates since this video was produced in the comments below. Thanks for watching this episode of Flat Ride Friday, and we'll see you next week.